Welcome to Game Corp, a bi-weekly podcast where we reach into the Omadrosphere and pull out the next great video game idea. I am the CEO of Game Corp, Bryce.
And I am the CEO of GameMate Corp, Beckers.
Last time, we made a video game experience for the eyes and ears. Was it good? Did we do a good job, Beckers? Because I told my parents that I did a good job, and I want them to be proud of me. Tell me, Beckers.
Well, I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen, Bryce, but last time we made Mega Large, Big Large Murder Town Battle Royale. I guess with several major, super big Battle Royale games on the market already, there just wasn't enough room for another one, especially one that was so Mega Large, Big Large. Unfortunately, we didn't really make our investments back on this one. I'm thinking we're ready for another idea.
Okay, hopefully we'll get them this time, because I mean, at some point we need to have a successful video game, or else we might have some issues.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Mega Large, Big Large.
Remember, if you have a video game idea, you can submit it to us on twitter.com by tweeting it using the hashtag GameMakeCorp. And then we will use it for evil. I have an idea. For the company, for the games. We're going to do it great. This game is a dating simulator where the world is populated by the people you follow on twitter.com. Now, I really should have prepared for this beforehand, so I am doing a stalling tactic with my mouth and my voice. I'm going to pull up twitter.com, and I'm going to look. I follow 1,034 people. That is a lot of human beings. Now, I want to present some people that will be in my video game experience. Pizza Hut. the former former WWE wrestler, The Big Show. Nintendo. A bunch of video game developers. Some other podcast friends, the creators of the video game Florence, which Beckers has certainly played, I'm sure.
It's definitely purchased. That is the thing that's true that I can say to you now.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that I gave you money to purchase this video game, and you did do that much for me. I appreciate it. So, a dating sim, and now you have the option of seducing Pizza Hut. So you start the game, you create your character, you are a new resident in this town filled with all of these people, and you're setting up your house, knock on the door, and there's your new friend, Pizza Hut, because you follow them on Twitter, so they're in your video game, and they want to talk to you about pizza, because that is really all Pizza Hut's really interested in. They don't really tweet like we're gonna scan all of the tweets that the people do and see what kind of interest they have, and Pizza Hut's really kind of like we have like this it's kind of like a fill in the blank text stuff, so it'd be like, hey, do you want to go on a picnic and have blank, and then we'll just fill that in with whatever food they talk about the most, and then it'll just be pizza. Be like, later we can watch TV and do things with pizza, and after that maybe we can snuggle up next to the fire and touch each other's pizza.
That's just one of the many possibilities.
Yeah.
if you're wanting to date Pizza Hut,
Yes.
that's the blanks will be pizza, but
Really, this is more a video game about dating Pizza Hut so far. I'm trying to
right.
figure out who I can call out on my who do you follow on Twitter, Beckers? Who can
So I don't know. I haven't really been on Twitter all that often in long times. So who I follow on Twitter, I got my start in Pokemon, right? Because I'm a Pokemon champion trainer, etc. And also I won a tournament one time. Remember that? I'll tell you about it sometime. So I follow a lot of Pokemon people. So that's option number 1. Option number 2. Tons and tons of other Twitch streamers and really good League of Legends players. I'm really interested in breaching into that dating market right there. That's a good idea. I follow my my actual fiance. Wouldn't make for much of a good game because I would win that. I already did.
That would be very hilarious if he is in your video game and he's like, nah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He'd be like, now that I found all these other options of whoever he follows on Twitter.
Yeah, I can only imagine you just like yelling at your real life fiance because his virtual
He snubbed me in the game.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I think he'd be more offended because I would like try to date some celebrity or something, but he'd be in the game, so he'd be like, "Why aren't you dating me?"
You would be chasing Jenna Marbles all day long.
I'd be chasing Jenna Marbles. Let's be real. That's who I would chase. Oh my god. I could date Jenna Marbles in my video game. Oh my gosh. I hadn't even scrolled that far yet. You just opened my heart and my mind.
I saw into Becker's dreams, and I saw who does Beckers follow on Twitter and who does Beckers want to date, and both answers were Jenna Marbles.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I felt like so they have to log on to Twitter so that we can access all the people that they follow and stuff. And we'll kind of, like in small font, we will put access to be able to post tweets. And then when they partner up with someone, it does tweet that out. And I feel like that's going to involve some good comedy moments.
Oh my.
And tags them and
gosh.
stuff. I just hooked up with Jenna Marbles in Twitter date.
Jenna would realize where her future is. As soon as she saw that tweet, I know it.
Like, oh, clearly Beckers is very good at dating me. I should reevaluate my lifestyle. And
right? I know everything about Jenna. I know it.
Tell me about Jenna Marbles. Tell me what you know about the marbles.
She's got, okay, well, first of all, Jenna Marbles, her real name's Jenna Mori. And Jenna Marbles comes from her chihuahua, whose name is Marbles. And she's got 2 other dogs. One of them's named Peach, and it's an Italian Greyhound. And she's got another dog. I feel like I could go on for longer than you expect, but I'm going to keep going here. Kermit. Yeah, and he's got Cushing's. I know a lot about her dogs, too. Kermit's a little bit of a chicken. One time she made a video where she made Marbles float. She tied a whole bunch of balloons to a basket and put marbles in it. It was awesome. It really happened.
Okay. So yeah, I feel like this
This
game is going
Marbles
to allow some real dreams to come true, and also some really weird stuff for people who follow some real creep bags.
Oh no.
So that is my game idea. What do you have for us?
So my next game idea, well, the whole thing is we want to come up with Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet, the video game. And we got to do it soon. Because the movie is going to come out soon. And the video game is going to come out like right away. So if we're going to make this game, we got to make it right now before the movie even comes out. So we got to come up with a whole plot and everything. So Wreck-It, Mr. Ralph, he's going to do the thing.
Mr. Ralph.
Where, yeah, Mr. Ralph, he's going to do the thing where he goes up the Ethernet cord with Vanellope von Schweetz, like I saw in the trailer that I briefly watched. And he's going to enter the interwebs. Upon arrival, after a little exploring, he sees the dark side of the internet. And he looks at it, and it was terrible. It was very, very dark. It's got bad things. It's the dark side of the internet. And he says, he's an upstanding guy, and he says, this cannot be.
Hold up. Is his first name Wreck-It?
I don't think so. I think it's more of a title.
Well, like, Fix It Felix Jr. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I would assume Fix It Felix is his name, and yep, King Candy.
Me too.
No, yeah, they all have titles. It's all the second word.
Yep.
But nobody is allowed a last name in the Wreck-It Ralph universe.
Maybe I'll pretend that's his last name.
Except Vanellope von Schweetz.
Princess.
Yeah, only royalty is allowed a last name.
Yes.
Okay, continue. You're going to tell me how the internet's bad and he needs to break it.
And he says, this cannot be. And he says, I'm going to wreck it. And then Wreck-It Ralph has to break the internet because it's terrible. What?
I'm sorry, what does he say?
He says, I'm going to wreck it. I can't. I'm gonna wreck it.
He just whispers,
I'm gonna wreck it.
I am going to wreck it.
I'm gonna wreck it. And he's got to break the internet. So how do you break the internet? You've got to do it through social media, as the greats have all done it before. Because the internet's been broken before, right? So the game involves doing various feats on social media that cause the internet to break with how big they are. So he has to wear a big dress and put a champagne glass on his butt and pop a bottle, and it goes like this, and it breaks the internet because he's Kim Kardashian. And then he's got to do the other stuff.
Wreck-It Ralph, played by Kim Kardashian in our video game.
Well, I mean, that's just one option.
Okay.
He can also come out with Gangnam Style.
So
Gangnam.
Wreck-It Ralph has to perform a series of memes in order
to break the internet and save us from ourselves.
Wouldn't
that's the game.
Be adding to the problem?
No, because he would break it.
Okay.
He's gonna wreck it.
You've sold me. You have sold me on creating...
I know, it's good. It's really good.
Creating memes fixes all problems.
Yes, that's a philosophy I live by.
I believe
Don't let your memes be dreams.
Yes.
Yep. What's your next idea, Bryce?
Okay. So, Yuri Gaspar submitted on Twitter using the hashtag GameMakeCorp, like you can. Beckers. He said, a man and lady fall from a building moments before they hit the ground. You begin to replay their life and change their choices. If successful, you never fall. Now, like, I feel like that'd be a little bit simple, like, choice. Do I go to the top of this building? Click no. Done. Game over.
That's one choice that can stop them from falling.
It's real simple. So, I feel like we need to rework Yuri's idea. We get rid of the replaying the life thing. But we keep the falling from the building, and we keep the choices. So it is a game. It is a co-op game where one person plays the man, one person plays the lady. You're falling from the building, and you get to make choices as you fall down. And then all choices lead to you hitting and dying.
It's like a book, a create your own ending book, except
Yeah.
it's always the one ending.
Yep.
It just takes a lot. It takes many different paths.
And I want to make it clear, there's a lot of choices. You'll be like, do you want to turn? You want to like try and spin your body? You want to just like pull? You want to talk a little on your way down? Like, this is a tall building. You can have some opportunities, and
you could try prayer.
Branching paths. But we only have the one ending. We couldn't, we didn't have the budget to. We've had some unsuccessful games. We really can only focus on the one ending, and it does end on the ground. This is an absolute game ending experience.
It does end with you as a pancake.
Yeah. So I think this is a great story opportunity that we can explore.
It could really go many directions. Only to end in one.
Yes.
One direction.
It really goes in the one direction, and that's down.
Downwards.
So Beckers, do you got another game idea?
Yeah, so this next game, I don't know if it can really live up to what you just described. This is a bit of a stretch. So stick with me. This is a game where you're trying to physically get very close to people. You're making them uncomfortable with how close they're getting, or how close you're getting to them. You inflict your presence on a lot of people, and you get points for the closer you get, and for how many people that you get close to.
Is this just Beckers calls out Bryce the video game?
That's an alternate title.
Okay. Go ahead.
So. Because here's the name of the game. Are you ready? Here it is. It's called Personal Space Invader.
It's like
really,
it's like that Space Invader experience.
It's just like Space Invader, except it's Personal Space Invader. You just get very, very close to people who don't like it. And then, I just like the name. I think that's gonna sell big. This is an idea from Jordan_Blackstone on Reddit.
This inspires me. Because I personally want to get into the space of what Beckers is like. And I have been playing some games recently. I've been thinking about the Marvel universe, how they've been gotten the multi movie experience, and there's games like Walk Fu where they've got comic books and alternate video games and little handheld stuff. The Pokemons do it. All these game companies got multi-game universes going around, and Corp needs that money. We need the multi-game universe, and I say we get ours based about whatever Beckers did last Tuesday. What do you got? What are we doing here?
Oh. Okay. So last Tuesday, that would be just less than 1 week ago. That would be Tuesday. That would be the time. I was at work, and on Tuesday we had our bi-weekly residency meeting. I'm a pharmacist, by the way, everyone. I'm a pharmacy resident. I was at work, and I had to present my research project, Bryce. And it was terrible. It was terrible. Because I found a huge flaw and had to redo everything on Tuesday. So we're going to make a video game about I don't know, some way to salvage a research project that went awry. I don't know. What are you envisioning here? I had to tell everyone about this big problem, and they all just sat there in the meeting like, oh, that's not good. And that's why I have not had a day off since April 8th.
Okay, what'd you do after this meeting?
After this meeting, I cried.
Okay. I've got my notebook out. I've got my Game Corp notebooks. So we've got research project. And we've got failure. And we've got meeting. And then we've got crying. Now, what happened after the crying?
What happened after the crying?
What
Then I had to go, let's see. I basically sat down.
Hold on. What's the first thing you did last Tuesday? Let's start from the beginning.
The first thing I did last Tuesday was wake up.
Wake up. Okay, wake up.
And then I woke up, I opened my eyes.
Eyes open. Got it.
Hit snooze, and I went back to sleep.
Snoozing up. Snooze simulator. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead.
Got it.
Yep. Next
then
one.
I woke up again.
Waking up simulator 2.0.
And then I
sequel
snoozed it. I snoozed it again. I do this about 3 times every morning.
Okay.
Roughly, I have to set 4 alarms every morning.
Okay.
So I got up. I shower at night because of how lazy I am in the morning. So I didn't shower.
I find that so weird. You know, other
Also,
people who do that, and then you go start off your day clean. Why wouldn't you?
never mind.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
Go ahead. Just wake up.
I was gonna
snooze.
say I'm never dirty, but So I wake up, I snooze, I don't shower, I do brush my teeth, I don't put on makeup because again, this is lazy. I've snoozed 3 times already. I was gonna leave 10 minutes ago. I'm starting off the day late every day.
That makeup that could have been a good game for us, but you. Too bad.
Unfortunately, I am too much of a wastrel for that. Okay.
What was
That's a vocab word? It's a vocab. I could see it in your eyes that you were gonna ask. That was a vocab word.
Okay.
In the 10th grade.
Okay.
English.
Tell me what that vocab word means.
What does it mean? It means a piece of shit. I don't know. Something like that in layman's terms.
Wastrel?
Wastrel.
Okay. Go ahead.
I put on clothes. I put on the same pants I've been wearing for the last 3 days. They're slacks. I pick out a shirt that doesn't have any writing on it, and that's my requirements for a work shirt.
Dang. How are we going to advertise to all of your coworkers?
Well, I do come in when I'm not working a lot, and I wear street clothes, so that'll work.
That's weird. Okay, keep going. You're now wearing clothes. We're in the part of the story.
What happens when you have to fix a research project, Bryce?
We're in the part of the story where you're wearing clothes.
So I'm wearing clothes now. My cats are bugging me, and I have to dodge around them to do anything. Because now I'm awake, and they are finally very excited for human contact. They're swarming me all around me, meowing. Very noisy cats. I spend about 10 minutes looking for my keys. Oh, fun fact, one time, the cats knocked them into the litter box. Guess how long it took me to find those?
3 seconds.
No, that's not correct, actually. Wow, I thought those were gone. Yep, litter box. They put them in. My cats put my keys in the fucking litter box.
At what point did you think I should look in the litter?
Well,
or was it buried? Were they buried in the litter box, or were they just on top?
No, they were on top.
Oh, okay. Because if they buried them, that would have been like, man, I should dig around in there just in case.
That was terrible. I was so late that day. I was like, dude, the cats put my keys in the litter box. I can't even explain to you what happened today.
So you've got your keys.
Hopefully not from the litter box. And then I run out the door.
Okay.
And I lock it behind me to protect my felines.
Door locking.
From robbers. I get in my car, I turn on my audiobook, which is usually a young adult book about vampires most of the time. I drive. If I have time, usually don't. I go to McDonald's, only McDonald's, and get a sausage burrito. Recently, they removed Mellow Yellow from the menu.
What?
Yes. It's now like tropical something Sprite. It's stupid.
McDonald's makes crimes the video game.
McDonald's makes crimes the video games. So I grab myself a Coca-Cola instead. I go to work.
You go to work. Is this where you present research?
Yeah. So that day I was the opener. I opened the pharmacy, and then my preceptor came in like an hour later, and he was like, "Why don't I just take over your shift and you can work on your research project?" And I was like, "Sweet," because I didn't even finish my presentation. I present it later, but I'm so far gone this year with tiredness and apathy that I just didn't finish it. So I went back there and I worked on it, and that's when I discovered the fatal flaw trademark. The fatal flaw in my research, which was I forgot about stuff. I don't, this is not something that I can explain in a podcast. How in depth do you want me to go?
No, I think we can skip over what a big failure you are.
Wow, I'm not a failure. I just made a mistake, Bryce. I'm amazing.
Okay.
Daily affirmations #.
And then after you presented and were like, I made a big boo-boo.
I did a boo-boo.
Okay.
Well, okay. They didn't catch it either, so it was our boo-boo. As a whole, I ran this by at least 8 people. After the group boo-boo, which was not entirely my fault, was committed. I ran it to them, and they all made a face, and they were like, yeah.
You're
fucked. So I was like, I'm gonna try to fix this. And it's going to involve at least like 30 hours of extra work. So I'm going to call my mom. I called my mom later that day and told her I'd never see her again.
Call mom. Goodbye, mom.
Goodbye, mom.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So I called her. Told her about that.
Was this after the crying or before the crying?
After.
Okay, got it.
Because for the first part, my anxiety fueled me into a crazed work time.
Okay. So we've said goodbye to mom. Now what happens?
Said goodbye to mom. I worked on the stuff, on fixing the stuff.
Pretend to know how to fix things.
Pretend.
Okay.
All right. And then I went to Taco John's. Did you know that I eat about 90% fast food? Are you getting that?
Fast food eater. Okay.
And I went home. I played League of Legends.
New page.
And I went to bed.
Gotta do a new page.
Oh, well that
We're at home now. We're playing LOL.
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 Where everyone goes to vent their rage on the general community, the unsuspecting other people of the world, and telling them that they're garbage and that they can find me at their mom's house.
Being mean
they don't know
to others.
Oh, it feels so good.
And then you did a sleep.
I did a sleep.
Okay. Now, we've got the wake up video game, where clearly you waking up and you have to try and not hit that snooze button. But Becker's does seem to fail at that video game quite often. So
every day.
So that'll be a very challenging experience in the Becker's multiverse. We can have a teeth brushing experience, maybe with a Gamibo toothbrush. So really, it's just brushing your teeth, but we'll give you a little score at the end.
And you have to choose the right toothpaste because I have very special teeth.
Okay, special teeth game.
Yeah.
And then apparently
they really like cinnamon flavor.
We'll have a during that we'll have a flashback. Ooh, we can have a brush teething game, and
brush
then
teething.
And then like in What Remains of Edith Finch, like you'll be brushing your teeth, but the other half of the game or the screen will go. I just hit my mic. The thing will go and it'll flash back to vocabulary, and you'll have to be able to define the word wastrel. And we're not going to give you multiple choice. You have to figure out what that word means. Type it in or you lose while brushing your teeth.
I'd be very good at that game. I know all about wastrels.
I would.
Being a wastrel myself.
Then there is a dress-up game. It'll be like the Love Nikki dress-up, but with Beckers, and then we'll be like...
What about Barbie dress-up? That's what I grew up on.
Okay, that's an option too, and it'll be like, what's Beckers up to today? And then you have to pick out her outfit based on what she's up to. Then we'll have a video game about dodging cats. You have to do stuff around your house while there's just cats just flying at you left and right, and you just gotta dodge. Maybe a VR experience or something that or maybe.
And they're trying to get hair on the clothes you just changed it into, which is very annoying.
Then a video game about trying to dig your keys out of a litter box, and they have been buried. And you're just trying to scoop up in there, and you don't want to get no poop. You don't want to be pulling poop out of the litter box because that's gross. So you're just trying to aim for those keys, but you can't tell because it's all buried in that litter poop. Then we got a game
about thoroughly sanitizing them because you work at a hospital. You can't bring Toxoplasmosis gondii up in there.
You're in sanitary.
I'm clean.
Then we've got a car driving video game. What kind of a driver would you say you are, Miss Beckers?
Well, I'm always late, so we'll start with that.
Okay, so running late, and you got to get to work. How you say you're a good driver? Say you're the angry driver? Do you yell at the other drivers? Beckers, tell me your secrets.
I yell at the other drivers.
You're
it
yelling?
Helps me. It's about getting that rage out. There's a lot of rage in my body all the time.
Maybe we can add some mic. We can add a mic into it, and if you
and the
yell,
more creative you are.
if you yell real loud, the other drivers will get out of your way. And also it can detect when you say the really bad words, so that they'll be like, "Oh, she means business," and then you can get to work sooner.
Really bad words like "you son of a turtle squirt,"
like wastrel. So if you remember from the previous game experiences you played, like all these game experiences will build on each other. So the stuff that you've learned before will help you in the next game. Then also there'll also be a vampire book playing on the radio in your car. And maybe there'll be a test at the end of the game about what was on the book and how sexy was it and stuff.
It's going to be about Vampire Academy by Michelle Mead.
And a game where you work in a McDonald's and you have to deal with Beckers as a customer, and it's the worst part of your day. And she keeps yelling why there's no Mellow Yellow and why the burritos are.
I do not yell at service workers. I'm a nice lady. I only yell at people when I don't know who they are and they can't hear me sometimes. Like in the car or on League of Legends. That's when I yell at people.
Then you get to work where you do research. You fail at the research. You go to a meeting and tell people that you failed at the research, and then you cry about having failed at the research. I feel like this is just kind of a cutscene that plays out.
Cutscene.
We'll get into that Final Fantasy thing. We'll have like a collector's edition with a little movie that explores more of the story.
Aw, that's a game after my own heart.
Then you have to cry your mom, or call your mom. You have to call your mom, and you get to type up, like tell her like how you doing, and are you good at your job and stuff. And then at the end you have to say goodbye to your mom forever. That's important. Just like our previous game, there's only one ending, and it's saying goodbye to mom forever.
Right.
And then And then
Because if you fail this research project, you have to shave your head and move to Tibet to become a monk. That's what I keep telling people.
We could add an alternate Becker's game, kind of like the Zeldas, where they've got the different timelines depending on if Link won or lost. We'll have like the alternate Becker's timeline with the shaved Beckers.
Instead of like, what is it, Breath of the Wild or whatever?
Yeah.
Breath of Tibet.
And then a game where you have to fix the research, but you don't know how. So you're just a game where you have to pretend to know how to fix your research project. A game where you go to Taco John's and eat a lot of fast food. I don't know. We'll figure something out with that one.
Burrito chomping.
And then a game where you go home. So we'll just add that onto the car driving portion. We'll have a going there trip and a coming home trip. And then a game where you are mean to others on League of Legends. So we'll definitely add in that previous voice communication we had there. And,
yes. The more people you make cry, the happier you feel. The less empty inside.
And then there's a game about sleeping. So there's a lot of game potentials. We can get a lot of that out of that last Tuesday, Becker's lifestyle experience.
Wow.
So
I think that this is a real winner here.
Yeah.
But wow. I think maybe we should try something else.
Okay.
Because while I am very famous and everyone loves me, I don't know how compelled they would be to play a game like that. Yeah.
Several games.
Many games in a multiverse. And it's going to take a long time for us to develop this multiverse. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw a new idea out there.
Okay.
This one's another idea from Greetings Fellow Human on Reddit. It's called Scowl Boy, where you protect your village with mean faces, and it uses your smartphone camera. So it sounds like a mobile game. So you're gonna make scary faces. Monsters are trying to attack your village, and you try and scare them away with your face, and you're gonna like, and they're gonna be really scared, and it's like, oh no, right? But after the first time you scare them away, they come back, and now they know, right? They know you're just trying to scare them away. They kind of catch on. So then you gotta start to make different faces, like a fish face or something. Like I'm making faces. This is hilarious. I promise. So you gotta make different faces, weirder expressions. Everything is just escalating. So I'm thinking maybe they get used to that too, and you gotta come up with new ideas. So you start adding sound into the mix. You have to make weird sounds as well as the weird faces in different combinations to really rustle their jimmies. So I'm thinking maybe monsters get really alarmed when you start bleating like a goat. Bryce, would you like to demonstrate?
I don't know what goats sound like.
Okay.
Thank you. That was probably more accurate to the goat lifestyle experience.
I don't know how to bleat like a goat, though. Oh, my God. All right. So, yeah, I would be really scared if someone started doing that. So I think it would work on a monster.
Uh-huh. Because goats are the most fearsome of animals.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, if they see a human bleeding like a goat and making a fishy face or crossing their eyes, I think they would be very alarmed at what could possibly happen next. So I think that would work. I think that would be a great game for us.
Mm.
Yes.
Now, can I make some sexy faces at them?
Oh my God. I think that would definitely scare them away.
Maybe I want to turn them to my side. Maybe I want to get some monster allies. But fine, it'd be that way, Becky.
I'm sorry. It was there. The joke was there.
Uh-huh. I think that's excellent, and I feel like everyone is going to want to play this video game on the bus, on their way to work, where everyone can watch.
Yes. Well, it's going to be so widely popular that everyone will know what you're doing. Kind of like Pokemon Go.
Yes.
You just know when someone's making faces at their phone. It's like, oh, they're defending their village.
And then
they're having a monster attack right now.
And then all the old people will be like, "Oh, these kids and their scowl boys." It's always
they're scowl boy.
Always staring at their phones, Hey, Beckers, what was that noise? Can you make that bleeding? Yes. The
I just keep getting better.
Noises.
Yeah.
We will definitely look into the smartphone department. But you know what else is scary?
Zombies?
No. Team Rocket from Pokemon. Now, Team Rocket's always been kicked around and kept down. It is time for Team Rocket to get their win in. So we need a video game. We're gonna license the Pokemon. We're gonna take them, and we're gonna make a Team Rocket video game. So this starts off. You're a new recruit to the Team Rocket organization. Congratulations. Your first step to success. You have been assigned a Pokemon. Let's go with Meowth. He's a good boy. He can talk.
He's a good boy.
He can act as a tutorial too. He can be like, "Hey, here's how to be a Team Rocket man." Now, this will you'll still do the steal of like going around fighting other trainers and stuff, but I want to make it clear. You're not going to be walking around no tall grass. You are not going to be throwing any Pokeballs. You are a Team Rocket member, and that is not how you roll. You're going to go get some Pokemon. And every time...
The wrong way.
Every time you do a Pokemon battle, you run into some kid from what's the starting town from Pokemon in the original?
In the original one? I feel like it's like... Well, no, he goes to Pewter City first or something like that. I don't know. Keep talking. I'm going to Google it.
Okay. Yeah, we're very... Now, I want to remind everyone that I haven't played Pokemon in a hot second, but Beckers is a champion.
He's from Pallet Town.
Pallet Town. So you run into some chump from Pallet Town. And you see he's got some weak-ass Pikachu, and you're like... You know what? I don't really care about this Pikachu, but I need another Pokemon. So you and Meowth go beat up that Pikachu, and now that Pikachu's yours. You throw some dirt in the kid's face and take his Pokemon, and now you got a Pikachu. And little Jimmy with his Rattatats, he loves his Rattatats. You go beat him. Now those are yours. Also, the money that you usually get. Because for some reason, everyone has to give you money when you defeat them in battle.
It's because it's actually a gambling game. You put money on every match that you battle.
But you also get that money. So you get the money and their Pokemon. And then also, you do not play by the rules. You don't go in with six Pokemon per deal. You just, like... You run out of 6 Pokemon, you just throw out a 7th. You keep as many Pokemon as you have, so you get to the Elite Four. You have literally taken everyone else's Pokemon in the universe. All of the Pokemon are yours. And they throw out, 4? The Elite Four each have 4 Pokemon. They throw out theirs, and...
I think they have 6.
Do they? I thought they don't have a full team. Whatever. They throw out theirs, and they take out your first few. Well, you're throwing out some wimpy stuff, and but on like the 20th Pokemon you throw out, the guy starts getting a little weak. You haven't actually got any really good Pokemon. There's just you have a lot of them at this point, and the game ends with you having stolen every Pokemon in the entire Pokemon universe, and now you control the world.
And you can sell the weak ones for profit.
But then
And then you can steal them back.
Yeah, then you'll steal them back.
And then you can sell them again for profit.
Which makes them even more rare, because it'd be like, I will play anything for a Pokemon. No one has any Pokemon but you. I will give you $1 million
for a Rattata.
Yeah, and you give them the Rattata, and then you'd be like, hey, want to do a Pokemon battle? And then you battle and take it back.
Because you also have all the legendaries, and they just have a frickin' Rattata.
Yes.
Or a Pidgey.
So this is a great game where Team Rocket finally wins, like they should have done since episode 2.
If not for those meddling kids and their Pikachu.
Pikachu's not even that good.
It is in the anime.
Well, it's exceptionally good for a Pikachu.
Actually, I'll have you know, in the 7th generation of Pokemon, Raichu, Alolan Raichu, very common starter Pokemon. I won with an Alolan Raichu on my team. So we're bringing this up again. Anyways, continue.
Okay. One day you will all hear about how Beckers is really good at soaking Pokemon.
Yes. I have told Bryce.
But that's my idea. Hey, Beckers, you got an idea?
Yeah. This is the best game that I've ever come up with, and honestly, I hatched this idea. I haven't thought it through all that well, so I was thinking maybe I would just wing it.
You're the worst.
So you play as a chicken. So that explains the egg and the wing pun retroactively. So you play as a chicken.
You know, puns are more funny when you point them out.
Yeah, they are, dude. You play a chicken that can't lay eggs anymore. So you have to find a way to hide from the farmer that you don't lay eggs anymore so that you don't get eaten. I am not a farmer. I don't know if that's how the world really works, but I think so. So what you have to do is you have to come up with some exciting ideas. You can steal. There can be a stealth part where you can steal other chickens' eggs and put it in your own nest so that the farmer thinks that you laid them, and then the other chicken gets slaughtered instead. It would really ruffle some feathers, probably, because they wouldn't be upset that they're dying because of you. I
imagine them shoving it up their butt so that they could be like, no, look, I'm actively laying the egg. I'm a good chicken.
Yeah, if the farmer suspects something, you can shove an egg up your butt. Exactly.
As one does.
You can also try to disguise objects that aren't eggs as eggs to add them to your nest. Like maybe some conveniently placed ping pong balls are nearby, and you can pretend that they're eggs. Yep.
Okay, so just put ping pongs up your butt this time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Some other ideas. Okay, well, I don't know why they all have to go up the butt, Bryce. I think you can just put them in the nest. But if you really want them to, if you really want them to be, I don't know, like warm, so that the farmer picks them up, he's like, yep, that's a fresh egg right there.
That came out of a butt, I can tell.
That came out of a chicken's anus. So that's real. That's this chicken's egg. And then another way is you as a chicken, you could practice some witchcraft on the farmer.
Okay.
To make him hallucinate and make him think he sees eggs and picked eggs out of your nest when he really didn't, because you're not laying any. Or you could poison him and make him hallucinate, or you could just kill the farmer too. Yeah. Is another thing.
I was wondering if this is all like you are just stalling with your yes, I'm laying eggs long enough for you to arrange the farmer's murder so that you can be like, oh guys, we're good now. We don't have to worry about getting murdered because I killed the farmer.
Yes. And then there's a twist at the end of this game. Are you ready?
Okay, give it to me.
There's no farmer.
What?
There's no farmer anymore. It's because you killed him.
Oh, okay.
So we've killed him.
There was no farmer the entire time? That would be a real twist.
No.
You were you were never actually a chicken.
You're actually a mental patient in this ward, and now we're starting the next game, which is a horror game. Okay, no. So the farmer was there at first, but you killed him.
Yeah.
So you've killed him, and I'm trying to remember what this brainwave was that I had a minute ago. Yeah. It was that you killed the farmer.
Uh-huh. I'm excited.
Now he's dead, and the farm is in chaos, right?
Okay.
So then there's no one to protect you because you're just a chicken, so no one's feeding you. So you try to go out into the world, and your whole hen house dies because you killed the farmer. It's a bittersweet ending.
I thought you had to put on the farmer's clothes and pretend like you had to go over to the store and buy chicken feed now.
I was thinking like a dark twist, but if you wanted to make it a child's game, there could be two versions. One where you dress as a farmer because you're gonna not ever have everyone die at the end.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to offer options to our players, but I guess we're very sold on.
If you don't decide to kill the farmer, everyone doesn't have to die. But
is this like a chicken propaganda video game that we're gonna leave in the chicken barns and be like?
This is gonna be a video. Every farmer shows his chickens, so it's a cautionary tale, so that chickens don't try to rise up and usurp the farmer. Because one way or another, if a chicken stops laying eggs, it dies, the chicken next to it dies, or all the chickens die. So really, chickens should do the right thing and only have themselves die.
Yeah.
If they stop laying eggs. And be honest about their lack of fertility.
Yeah, I think it'd be fertility.
Egg-laying.
Eggs.
Proficiency. So, I have a name for this game.
I'm excited. Tell me.
So, this might sound a bit cocky, but I think it's pretty good. This game is gonna be called Fowl Play.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good, Beckers. You got me there.
That's fucking good, though. God damn.
Fowl Play, a game about shoving things up a chicken's butt.
No!
Fowl Play, a chicken propaganda film.
Yeah, I like that one. A chicken propaganda film.
We'll have humans do Let's Plays of our video game, and we'll just show all the Let's Plays in the chicken barns. We'll have Twitch streams dedicated just for chickens.
For streaming in chicken hen houses. Oh man, we're gonna prevent so many chicken uprisings.
Yes, Game Corp single-handedly preventing chicken uprising. Next time you're like, why has no chickens uprised? You're welcome. You are welcome.
Yeah, you might wonder why no rebellions have happened. Why aren't chickens our overlords right now? I really thought that would have happened by 2018? I thought that would have happened. Nope, it's because of us.
Yep.
Chicken propaganda.
So, Fowl Play, the next great Game Corp game. Why doesn't the creator of this great game tell us where people can find more great ideas from her?
So if you liked this idea, I have many more. And also, I'm really great, so you can follow me on Twitch at Dr. Beckers, DrBeckers, or you can follow me on Twitter, Dr. Beckers, DrBKRZ. And maybe I'll rebrand someday, but that's what it is right now. So, where can people find you at, Bryce?
On Twitter, Last Geek. lastgeek.com, twitch.tv/lastgeekplays, and just Google cool people on google.com and you'll see me. So that concludes.
Don't do this to be a cool people.
So that concludes this episode of Game 8 Corp. Thank you for listening and have fun.
Yes.
Do it, Packers. That wasn't the noise I was expecting, but okay.
I'm not doing the goat noise.
Come on, Packers. Come on, Packers. The audience needs it.